Proverbs chapter 16. The plans and reflections of the heart belong to man, but the wise answer of the tongue is from Tatanzambi. All the works of the humble are manifest with Tatanzambi, but the wicked shall perish in an evil day. Commit your works to Tatanzambi, and your plans will succeed. Tatanzambi has made everything for its own purpose, even the wicked for the day of evil. Everyone that is proud in heart is unclean before Tatanzambi, and he that unjustly strikes hands with hand shall not be held guiltless. The beginning of a good way is to do justly, and it is more acceptable to Tatanzambi than to offer sacrifices. He that seeks Tatanzambi shall find knowledge with righteousness, and they that rightfully seek him find peace. All of the works of Tatanzambi with righteousness, and the wicked is kept for the evil day. By mercy, loving kindness, and truth, wickedness is cleansed from the heart, and by the fear of Tatanzambi one avoids evil. When a man's ways please Tatanzambi, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. Better is a little with righteousness than great income gained with injustice. A man's mind plans his way, but Tatanzambi directs his steps and establishes them. A divine decision is on the lips of the king. His mouth shall not be unfaithful or unjust in judgment. A just balance and scales is righteousness with Tatanzambi, and his works are righteous measures. An evildoer is an abomination to a king, for the throne of his rule is established by righteousness. Righteous lips are acceptable to a king, and he loves right words. The wrath of a king is like a messenger of death, but a wise man will appease it. In the light of the king's face is life, and his favor is like a cloud bringing the spring rain. The brood of wisdom is more to be chosen than gold, and the brood of prudence more to be chosen than silver. The paths of life turn aside from evil, and the ways of righteousness are length of life. He that receives instruction shall be in prosperity, and he that regards reproofs shall be made wise. He that keeps his ways preserves his own soul, and he that loves his life will spare his mouth. Pride goes before destruction, and folly before a fall. Better is a meek spirited with lowliness than one who divides spoils with the proud. He who pays attention to the word of Tatanzambi will find good, and increases he who trusts confidently in Tatanzambi. The wise in heart will be called understanding, but they that are pleasing in speech shall hear more. Understanding is a fountain of life to its possessors, but the instruction of fools is evil. The heart of the wise will discern him from his own mouth, and on his lips he will wear knowledge. Pleasant words are like a honeycomb, sweet and delight to the soul and healing to the body. There are ways that seem to be right to a man, but the end of them looks to the death of hell. A man who labors for himself, and drives from his own ruin, but the perverse bears destruction upon his own mouth. A foolish man digs up evil for himself, and treasures fire on his own lips. A perverse man spreads mischief, and will kindle a torch of deceit with mischiefs, and he separates friends. A violent and exceedingly covetous man entices his neighbor to sin, and leads them in the ways not good. And the man that wicks his eyes devises perverse things, and marks out with his lips all evil. He is a furnace of wickedness. Old age is a crown of honor, but it is found in the ways of righteousness. He who is slow to anger is better and more honorable than the mighty, and he who rules and controls his spirit than he who captures a city. All come upon the wicked into bosoms, but all righteous things of Tatanzambi.
Get the book Sunset to Sunset, Our Bantu Calendar, and discover more about Bantu people's culture, languages, spirituality, and migration history as evidence to prove without a shadow of a doubt that Bantu people are the original biblical Israelites. Learn about the original timekeeping of the ancient calendar of Sabbaths, new moons, and feast days, as these factors unveil the true location of the Promised Land. Find the book on Amazon and on YouBuy for people in Africa. Email the author at yahundabadakane@gmail.com.